next week, but it's pretty mild out there, and a great Friday. And as you see on the bottom of the screen, today is Project Bundle Up, and it's a really special time of the year for all of us. And your neighbors in need more help this year than ever. So we always appreciate your help, and we're asking for it again this year. We partnered with the Salvation Army for so many years. This is the 35th year, started by our own great late Joe DiNardo, and he's made such a difference. Over the years, we have helped so many people with Project Bundle Up. I'm looking at the numbers now. We've collected $15.5 million, and with that, we've helped the Salvation Army assist 290,000 people in this area. 290,000 people. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Project Bundle Up, we help give young children and seniors new winter outerwear. And it's such a dear project because we've gone on a lot of shopping trips and helped these kids pick out their very own coats and hats and gloves and boots for the very first time. Many of them have never had anything new that they've picked out themselves. And this does so much good for so many people. And so today's our big day. We're raising money, and you can see all the different ways that you can donate. You can text a number, you can email, or go on the website and fill something out. You can call the number. It's all kind of scrolling down at the bottom of the screen now, and we do ask for your help. Let's take a look now at some of the other headlines. And in the meantime, tell me where you're watching from. Good morning. It's nice to have you here again. I'll be reading your comments throughout all of this. I guess, as always, we need to go over the COVID numbers, right? A lot of you are curious. I know a lot of you probably are tired of hearing about it. It's important to give you an overall view of what's going on, though. So yesterday, the numbers came out, and Pennsylvania reported more than 11,000 new COVID cases just within a 24-hour period. And a lot of you just want to know the hospitalization rates. So in Pennsylvania, there's almost 5,000 people in the hospital, and a little more than 1,000 of those are actually in the ICU. So that kind of gives you an overall idea. We've been breaking records. Allegheny County broke another record yesterday. We had more than 1,000 cases reported in just one day. So that's how that's going. Wait a second. Denise is tuning in from Florida. How's everything in Venice, Florida? Are you on the beach? Near the beach? That sounds lovely, because it's kind of dreary here today. It's Friday, though, so we love that. Thanks for saying hi, everybody. Good morning, Barb. Thank you, I will. Mon City, good morning, Norma. And good morning, Paul. Altoona. How are things there? Happy Friday, beautiful. Friday is beautiful. I'll give you that. All right, some of the other things that we're following. Did you hear about the NHL? A lot of the NHL teams they're trying to figure out their season, and they're thinking about playing a lot of games outdoors. So the Penguins are considering this, according to reports, and they're looking at, obviously, Heinz Field and PNC Park to do that. What do you think about that? It's very expensive for them to set up an outdoor rink, and even though they would allow fans in the stands, it would still be pretty limited. I think there's only less than 3,000 people allowed at a venue like that, but they're doing that for their fans. So what do you think? Would you go to an outdoor game? I know Pens fans are going to say yes. We are diehards here. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Richard Turner. My long time friend. I hope you're doing well. It's the new mama. Are you talking about Ashley Doherty? She is on maternity leave, and so many of you were so supportive every step of the way through her pregnancy. And she was a trooper. The morning she had the baby, she was out in the parking lot. She had cleaned off the snow off of her car, and she was working on my car. And I started screaming, Ashley, please stop. You're going to go into labor. Guess what? She went into labor. Good morning, Harold. And Eric. All right, I'm going to say, I love reading your comments. Good morning, Paul and Eric and Kathy. Tell me what's going on where you are. Tell me where you're watching from and what's going on. Here's something really neat I wanted to show you. All right, let's get to this. So, Marvel Comics teamed up with Allegheny Health Network, and they wanted to showcase the frontline workers because they are superheroes. So, take a look. This is one of the superheroes that they're featuring. Real life superheroes. Let's see. Here's his. Let's see. Here's the whole comic book called Vitals, True Nurse Stories. And again, this is Marvel Comics teaming up with AHN. And, you know, they're really showcasing the frontline workers because they've been out there. If you want to see more of that, we have it on WTAE.com. Marcy Cipriani did a great story on it last night, and we showed little clips of it this morning. You can see the whole thing if you want to go to WTAE.com, though. Just a great way to showcase our local healthcare workers. They always deal with so much. We know that, but now more than ever, they're working nonstop. I know a couple of our local hospitals up in the northern section of Pittsburgh, out in the Butler County area, Clarion County, they're at capacity at their ICU and they're trying to rearrange things. One of the concerns is that staffing will be a problem. The Pittsburgh hospitals say at this point they have enough room for people, but they're worried about staffing, especially going into and coming out of the holidays. So we always give a lot of credit to our healthcare frontline workers, but I thought this was a great idea, showcasing the fact that they are superheroes. Good morning, Paul. Stay warm. You know, people who ski love this weather, though. So when I whine about how cold it is, a lot of people write me and say, we want it to be cold. We want to go skiing. The sun popped out in Weirton. Enjoy it. I don't know how the sunlight is in Weirton, but this time of year is a little dreary in Pittsburgh. Jonna, still glad you're healthy. That's good. Wear that mask. Commercial driver's license, right? Is that what CDL is? I don't know what else it could stand for. Yeah, that would freak me out. I could never, ever drive a truck like that. So very impressive. Good luck, Richard. What else is going on? Speaking of mask and staying healthy, Jonna, President-elect Joe Biden says that what he's going to do is after he gets into office, he's going to ask Americans to take the next 100 days and wear a mask. So how do you guys feel about that? How's it going wearing a mask? Have you gotten used to it yet? Have you found masks that you like and you don't like? 100 days takes us into about mid-April. I don't know, maybe you should check my math on that. I think about mid-April. A lot of people are going to get the vaccination before the end of the year, but that's going to start with frontline healthcare workers and then long-term care facilities, and there's going to be kind of a hierarchy as to who gets the vaccine. Are you guys interested? I did have an update. You know, a couple of days ago I said I didn't know which vaccine would be coming to Pittsburgh. Apparently they both are. Both the Pfizer vaccine and Moderna will be here. So what do you think about that? The Pfizer vaccine has to be stored at those super sub-zero temperatures. Moderna does not need that storage, but the healthcare systems here are preparing to get both of these different vaccines. Which one do you think that you'll get? And tell me when you think you'll be in line to get it. What kind of group are you in? I have no idea when I would get it. I'll get it as soon as I can, though. I'll tell you that. Thank you, Richard. It's nice to hear from you on here, too. Joe Klepek, good morning. I like the mask who has the metal bridge on them. I haven't seen them, like the hot metal bridge. Which bridge? The hot metal bridge? I would love to get a Pittsburgh mask. My friend Danielle made me a great mask. And it's adorable. And I think it's on the anchor desk. I have about 20 masks here. And I grab, and I have to go through a lot of them because I have on my television makeup. So a lot of them get disgusting and I have to throw them away. So I wear a lot of disposable masks. I don't like the disposable mask, mainly because when I'm talking, they're moving all over the place. So my friend Danielle made me one that I love. And I hate to bother her, but I'm going to ask for some more. Mary says, wear the mask. Let's see. Jonna, what are you saying? I work for an ambulance company, right, in business office, and wore my mask every day while you cleaned. Just need to watch where you go and wear your mask. I've been wearing my mask just as soon as that's the vaccine. Good morning, Deb. Barb's giving the dog a bath. She's got an adorable little cute dog that I see her walking all the time. Cleaning up on a Friday. You're getting your chores done early, Barb. Good morning, Deb. Let's see. So Dawn says, my little sister is a frontline worker at Middlesex Hospital in Connecticut. So she will be one of the first. Tell me how she's doing, Dawn. I would like to hear, we've been talking to some local healthcare workers, specifically nurses, and they have such a hard time. They have so much to do. Patients are really sick in their ICUs, and a lot of times they have to FaceTime families because their patients are not going to make it. And all of that is so tragic, and the nurses are kind of the go-between, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I applaud them, and they really are heroes in all of this. So let's do them a favor and wear our masks. Tony says, cough into your elbow. And what about no shaking hands? Have you guys gotten used to that yet? It's really hard for me. I think I've finally gotten used to that. Good morning, Jim. It is really hard. What else is going on today? The ice rinks are opening today in North Park and South Park, so that's fun. There's a lot of restrictions, as you might imagine, no more than 100 people on the ice at a time. The snack shop is not open. You got to wear a mask, which is what you might do anyway, I guess, ice skating, so hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem for you, but it's something opening. An opening is always good. Again, for those of you who are just joining us, scrolling through the feed, today's Project Bundle Up. Joe DiNardo, our wonderful longtime meteorologist who has since passed away, is the one who started Project Bundle Up, and it's been such an honor to be a part of this project. I've gone on a ton of shopping trips with kids who need new outerwear. And there's a lot of reasoning behind this. Number one, they need to stay warm. And by staying warm and dry, especially for a lot of them that have to stand out at the bus stop, they'll do better in school because they're warm. They can get through the school day better and pay attention better. So that's the main thing. We don't want them to get sick or anything like that. But also it gives them a sense of pride. They're going in, they have a new coat that's in style, and they look good and they feel good because this is their own coat. Many of the children we've shopped with over the years have never had the chance to pick out their own coat. And we've helped a lot of people through the Salvation Army, and with your help, of course. But we've helped more than 290,000 local families in this. And it's just an honor to be a part of it. So this year's a little bit different. Normally we take check presentations in person all day long, and it's fun, and it's a wonderful, energetic day for us. This year's a little bit different, but we're still collecting money, and we're asking for your help because your neighbors need you probably more than ever this year. The wait list is always long for help, but especially this year. Good morning, Hugh. Hope everything's awesome where you are. Tell your gorgeous wife I said hello. Hope she's doing well. Okay, Dawn's talking about her sister that's a nurse in Connecticut who is stressed. Yeah, I think, and two, a lot of people, it's uncomfortable wearing a mask. Really it is. But we need to help the healthcare workers, and we need to help businesses stay open, because the more the cases are going up, the more at risk is that the restrictions are going to be imposed. And so that's what we can do. That's the best advice that we have. It's very stressful on them, when they don't take it seriously. Watching people not be able to breathe there in the ICU, not having loved ones there is taking a huge toll on them. They do need our prayers and support. I agree, Dawn. They're doing great work, and we appreciate everything that they're doing. Okay, Michelle, good morning. I wear my mask when I'm with anybody who lives outside of my home. and I'll get the vaccine as soon as it's available. Prayers to a friend whose father is in the ICU with no previous health problems. I've known a lot of people. How many of you have never known anybody that's had COVID? Because I know a lot of people, especially in different areas in the country, are wondering, what the problem is, because maybe you don't know anybody that's had COVID. I've known more than a dozen people who've gotten it. Some people are very, very healthy and very young, and they've had some serious complications. They are okay now. One woman I know had fluid around her heart from COVID, and the doctors told her, and she's younger than 30, and the doctors told her that it was going to be a lifelong type of situation for her, always monitoring that. So let me know how people are in your area. Richard, I did not know your sister is an RN at UVA in Charlottesville, working on the front lines. Her name is Rebecca, isn't it? I think it is, if my memory serves me right, Richard. Tell her we said thank you for all that she's doing. Good morning, Tammy. Happy Friday. All right, so I'm going to go back to do some cut-ins for Good Morning America. But again, today is our Project Bundle Up Day. So that's our big story today, raising money for your neighbors in need. Such an important cause. And I'll continue reading your comments. Some of these comments come in out of order. So sometimes I don't put your comment on the screen because I don't know why it does that. It's probably operator error, I can tell you that. I'm sure it's something I'm doing wrong. Alita, is today Red Day? All of us wore red today because, for a couple of reasons. It's our Project Bundle Up, so we wanted to look Christmassy. And a secret is, many of us have to stand in front of the green screen, and they superimpose things behind us, and so we can't wear green, or else we would disappear, which might be fun, but I think we all just had to wear red because we had no choice. We're not always in front of the green screen, the chroma key wall. Good morning, Vicki. Let's see. Scrolling down, down, down. Prayers to all the frontline workers and essential workers. Since I tested positive on Tuesday, tell me what's going on. Yeah. You lost your taste of things yesterday. Still have a cough. Well, take care of yourself. Yeah, and it can happen to anybody. It's just, if you're in the right place, it doesn't matter how much you wash your hands sometimes or wearing a mask. Some people are just getting this, and we have to do everything we can to protect others. In terms of wearing a mask, the experts are now saying, what that does is you just have to take for granted you're positive, and you'll spread it. So they want you to wear a mask so the droplets don't go out into the air. I'll be donating to Project Bundle Up. Thank you so much, Dawn. Western Pennsylvania is spectacular. I can't imagine a better place in the country for people giving constantly. I'm always amazed. And we're hoping that this year will be no different. I know a lot of people are going through some tough times, but if you can spare it, this is a great season to give and to participate and to know that your money is staying local. And we have witnessed firsthand how the money's being spent. We've gone on so many shopping trips, and it's a wonderful experience to be able to be a part of that. Alita says, we look very nice, all of us. Yeah, well, it's a fun day. Thank you. All right, so I'll keep reading your comments, but I've got to run because I don't want to be late for my next cut-in. I'll get yelled at. All right, have a great day. That's your Friday TGIF update. I appreciate you watching, and I'll